is Sami. I am going to be your DM, host, and guide to this wonderful world of improvised Dungeons & Dragons. We would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, and we would like to encourage you to listen to Indigenous voices and seek out Indigenous art and beautiful works that they've created. We also would like to give a shout out to our friends joining us via live stream. That's right, we are in cyberspace. We're everywhere. We're in your homes. We're in your hearts. We're in your lobbies of your department stores, nervously sanitizing our hands. Speaking of, thank you all so much for being so great about keeping your distance and complying with regulations. We would like to ask that you leave your masks on for the duration of the performance. And for those of you in cyberspace, do whatever you want. It's your house. Follow the guidelines. All right. Now with that all wrapped up, who's ready to see some improv? Yeah, excellent. So who here has seen improv? Oh, I don't need to explain what's about to happen. Who here has ever played a tabletop RPG? Yeah. Excellent. I also don't need to explain that part of what's going to happen. This is very, very easy so far. So basically what we are going to do here is we are taking inspiration from tabletop RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons, and we are bringing a story like that to life on our beautiful stage, and we're making it all up. How do you know we're making it all up? Well, how do you know what happens in an RPG? We got some dice. We got some heroes, we got some dice. The dice are going to dictate whether our heroes succeed, fail real bad, fail even worse than really bad, maybe succeed. Who knows? Not us, certainly. We will be rolling the dice up here on stage. I will also be going to you lovely folks here with us in 3D space for a couple of suggestions throughout the show, just because for reasons, we're just going to be rolling the dice up here. Normally we would have our audience rolling, but I'm going to move right along. This is going great. All right, and with that, I would like to transport you in your imagination to my brand new condo that I've owned for almost a year, and now I can't say that anymore. Hey, friends!
Whoa!
What up?
Furniture that moves itself in this condo.
I know.
Is it new?
It's like the Beauty and the Beast castle. It never gets old.
The perks of home ownership.
Right?
Ah.
How are you all doing? I'm so excited that you came over to play my brand new D&D campaign with me. I'm really excited about these heroes, so let's just dive right in and tell me more about your characters and the lives I'm about to ruin.
We are the Fairfaxes. Yep.
And that's all you need to know. No, I'm just
Perfect. Excellent. All right, Laena, let's start with you.
Yes, so we are from the same family, the Fairfax family. I am playing Gloria Fairfax, middle child. She was a bard, human bard. Once upon a time, being the middle child, folks didn't pay as much attention to her, so she's like, well, maybe I'll learn to pick up an instrument, and then I can travel and go on adventures without having to wield a yucky sword. And then, one time in her life, she received an incomprehensible vision from an unfathomable patron of some sort, force. Who knows? She certainly doesn't. So now she's a warlock. And she is traveling in the hopes of finding the answers. Answers to what? What it all means.
Very cool. Spooky. How about you, Michael Vetsch?
I am playing, as was mentioned, also a member of the noble Fairfax family, the eldest child, Gallagher Fairfax. He was trained as a fighter and is working to uphold the name and honor of the Fairfax family, currently doing so by chaperoning Gloria on her weird magic quest.
And she's thrilled.
So when you say weird magic quest, I assume Gallagher's not very magical.
Knows nothing about it.
Do you want to tell me what your class is?
Fighter. He does fighting and not magic.
I love these siblings. This is going to be very fun. I'm sure you're going to agree about a lot and not going to get into any trouble.
You know, siblings.
Siblings. All right. Well, without any further ado, let's get ready to play some yegDND. Our tale begins deep, deep, deep in a dark forest. The trees are gnarled and ashy gray. There are no leaves on them. None whatsoever. They reach out of the gravelly road like skeletal hands reaching towards the sky. There appears to be no life in these trees. However, Gallagher and Gloria Fairfax have found themselves in media res, in the middle of the action, battling a couple of spiders. Bone white, phase spiders. We join them in the middle of their valiant struggle.
No! Don't touch me!
Gloria?
No one's coming close to me!
Gloria?
Oh, no! This one was even closer! Why would you do this
You have to be close to one of them, girl.
I can't charm them or... No! Don't...
Just, Gloria, duck.
And with a mighty swing of his sword, Gallagher slashes the spiders to ribbons.
Oh, this is positively gruesome. Ugh. Well, you fought valiantly, as always.
What did you expect coming to the spider's forest?
I expected that we would find the way that the branches formed to create a spider web that was pointing us in the direction that we needed. We haven't found it yet, and I am frankly quite cross that we've encountered spiders instead. I thought the spiders just meant the spider webs formed by the branches of the trees. I thought it was artistic.
They really do have bad gardeners around here.
Speaking of bad gardeners, a shambling crickety of steps rustles in the underbrush towards our two siblings.
Is that the sound of a bad gardener?
No! I don't want them again! I don't want them to touch me, Gallagher!
Oh, just give me a second.
Oh, well, that's not a spider. I still don't want them to touch me.
Sir, you seem quite exhausted. Here, pull up this. Not a spider's corpse. Certainly not a spider's corpse.
Soft.
Spider webs. He sits on it and just like the webbing that was still in it, like shoots.
I promise it's a feature.
All right, I've been following you all the way from back at that town you were just at.
And you just decided to talk to us now?
Well, there were spiders.
That is true. I do give you that, yes.
Yeah.
I concede to that.
So, I have a note for you that I will deliver in song.
Of course. As they are delivered in the Fairfax fashion.
You have been invited to a show of strength or smarts, I don't know. but it's in a town not far away. And it starts today.
Don't happen to be any more RSVP invitation instructions at all? Nothing of that sort?
Well, as far as I understand it, this happens every single year. And this year, by some strange circumstance, both of you were entered into the lottery.
Entered into the lottery of a show we had no idea about.
What luck! No, they say it might be a show about strength or smarts. And a show of strength, that really would be a great time for the Fairfaxes to shine.
Yes. Gallagher, I suspect something sinister is at play. Who could have entered us into this lottery?
Some fool who doesn't know that we're going to win.
Well, I certainly don't want you to get in over your head, and perhaps this is where the spiderweb branches were pointing. Oh, hold on. Yep, the spiderweb branch. You have to look at them at a different angle. It's like precisely the right angle you need to stand at, and then you see them, the spiderwebs, right there.
And
God!
As we see the spider webs at precisely the right angle, magically, our heroes are transported to Glen Evansley Heath.
Magically in terms of magic within the world, or magic is terms like narratively, like suddenly it's a cut and we're there?
Fighters.
I don't understand it. Okay.
Through the magic of both television and magic, Gallagher, you are now transported to a beautiful rocky island. There is a beautiful manor atop the hill. The manor is called Glen Evansley Heath. It's very regal. It is noble. You can see that it is a place of heroes and champions. Rings of magical color circle in the air above the residence. You land on the shores in front of it. You have been chosen to come participate in the Champions Games. Isn't it wonderful? I'll give you a moment to take it in before I throw something else at you.
I don't understand how we got here, but they have much better gardeners.
Yes, I certainly appreciate the lack of spiders.
Oh, but that topiary looks just like one. I like the way that the breeze tickles its tongue as though it has mandibles.
No, I don't want you to touch that either.
Now, from the audience, can I please get a color?
Hey,
Fuchsia. Oh, fuchsia. All right. And can I get an animal?
Platypus.
Platypus. Excellent. Another knight appears. They're in the garb of purple, fuchsia, and their regalia insignia is a platypus. Excellent. Another knight also appears.
Sir Malorand?
Gallagher!
Is that you?
Oh my God! I haven't seen you since
Oh,
we were
Jack!
lads!
Oh, Jack! Oh, Jack! Look at this! Carved in the finest indigo and... Is that a platypus?
Oh, you know it, Gallagher! You've got a little round around the middle, haven't you?
Oh, well, that's very rude.
I like the whole
Wow! To each their own, I suppose.
Another knight appears to, cut this awkward reunion short. And can I grab another color?
Burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna. Is that like a brown?
Yes.
Okay. A knight appears in burnt sienna, and can I get an object?
A cup. Like a mug.
Oh, like a mug. Yeah, like a ceramic mug. So it's a burnt sienna mug on like a mug on a burnt sienna tabard. And this knight also appears. This is another one of the champions.
Captain Orthol?
Oh my goodness, if it isn't Gallagher Fairfax!
That's the last I saw you, it was probably when I was a lad.
Oh, yes. Well, you have grown so tall. The last time I saw you, I could have swung a sword right across the middle and only cut off the very tips of your hair.
Goodness, that also feels rude, but in a different way. Excellent. I had no idea the two of you would be here at this event, which I only learned about 5 minutes ago before being magically transported to this island.
Oh, yes. It's, the champions here have been called from all around the land. I mean, I frankly hadn't heard about this until I also got the message from a winded gardener.
Oh, you too? Did he have a silly red hat and he would sit on anything that you offered to him?
Yes, he sat on my wife.
Oh, goodness.
He sat on a chair for me.
Gallagher, I'm surprised you haven't heard of this before. It's a test of your honor. I thought you Fairfaxes were all about that.
Oh, but yes, of course we are, yes. I've just been rather busy lately, things and this and that.
Gallagher.
Yes.
But you haven't had a chance to introduce us to your friend back here. You seem to look alike, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Oh, of course, this is my younger sister, Gloria.
Ah,
Sorry, Gloria, I got caught up in seeing these old friends and I completely forgot you were here.
your name was pulled as well, wasn't it?
Well,
There was a list when we came in.
yeah, and the G's are right next to each other, so that sure is convenient. And the F's for Fairfax. So, yes, my name was also pulled.
Where's your sword?
I don't carry a sword.
Your crossbow?
Well, no,
A
not
very
exactly.
heavy hammer.
What about a shield?
Perhaps I should put it this way.
A war horse.
Yes.
I'm quite skilled at supplying the smarts, and Gallagher has the strength.
They make a good point. You don't seem to have any armaments of any sort.
What am I supposed to? You know that I don't have armaments, Gallagher.
I do know that, don't I? Sorry. I apologize.
Gallagher, may I speak to you for a moment?
Ah, yes.
The other knights conveniently wander towards Glen Evansley Manor.
Ah, the buffet.
Ah, yes.
Something about this doesn't feel right. It feels familiar in a way that pulls at the pit of my stomach. The fuchsia, the burnt sienna, the platypus. What a strange creature. And the red cap, the downward motion as if to sit, the letter G. All of it feels like it's clawing at the corners of my memory, but I can't put the pieces together to understand the picture.
I think I might have an inkling as to what it is, Gloria.
Yes,
It's excitement for this event! Oh, I too sometimes before a grand competition get the butterflies within my stomach. But let it be known, as soon as we step out onto that field and draw the blood of a combatant, you'll be right as rain.
right, of course. You would know about these types of events. I'm most certainly out of my depth. This isn't possibly a dangerous and, terrible omen.
No, of course not. Perhaps something from the buffet will settle your stomach.
Before you leave, Gloria, I'm gonna give you an insight check.
Ooh.
Yes. Our first roll of the evening. Gloria's getting some bad vibes from this situation, and it seems like maybe she might be onto something. Now, our typical DC is a 10, and if our heroes pass that, they pass. Gloria has rolled a 7. So you 17?
Yeah.
Oh, 17! You pass with flying colors, and you notice that Glen Evansley Heath, the manor itself that's built upon white marble columns, sort of starts to heave and grown, the building itself becomes to look a bit like a spider. All around you, the world starts to fade into a deep midnight blue. I think, Gloria, you're right about this being a trap. But is Gallagher going to listen? Fighters, am I right?
Glen Heavensley Heath.
Gloria, you're going to miss out on the finger sandwiches.
I know all the noble houses. Why have I not heard that one before?
Why, indeed. Now, our heroes awaken the next day, ready to take on the first challenge. They've each been issued mysterious instructions from a host who has not made themselves present yet. I don't know about you, but anytime a mysterious stranger invites me to compete in games of strength and smarts, I'm just like, yup, no questions asked. Mysterious messages show up on parchment telling me to go places and do things. I'm in. 100%. Now, our champions arrive. And they run into a kitten. The kitten is small and black. And it has a little sash around its neck with a bell. Yeah, that seems like every cat I've ever met. Now, the sash and bell. The sash and bell on the cat are magic, enchanted. And the challenge for our heroes is going to be like very simple. Just catch this cat and take the token from around its neck. Seems pretty simple, right? Cats. Let's see how Gloria and Gallagher do.
There's more to this. There must be more to this. It can't be so simple as to take a token from a creature. The color of the cat. The color of the sash. The sash. Rosy pink. Pink can be a color meant to calm one down, but it can also be a color meant to ignite fury. Perhaps this cat is going to unleash a terrible vengeance upon us.
I don't know about your scroll, but mine just says catch the cat. Well, if that's all.
I knew it.
You ever heard of a blink dog? It's an animal in the realm of D&D that can teleport, and it's a dog. This is a blink kitty. You thought normal cats were hard to pin down and love. This one can teleport through space and time. Y'all are gonna need some sort of check.
Gloria,
Gallagher?
did I just accidentally kill this cat?
No. No, you're very good at only killing things on purpose.
Then it must be a magical cat.
Yes. Yes, a cat that can displace itself through space. Now we just need to employ our smarts, our cunning, our skills.
Maybe if I grab it hard enough, it won't disappear.
I'm gonna roll like a dexterity check.
You're up.
I swear I almost got it that time.
Well, keep trying. I have no doubt you'll get it this next time.
Gallagher rolled a 2. We need a 10 to succeed. He rolled a 2. Fighters, am I right?
I've got you! Dang it!
Doesn't your brother know that's no way to catch a blink kitty?
Well, he certainly is trying. He is tenacious. That's one thing that I can say about Gallagher.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. I've covered myself from head to toe in catnip. I'm waiting for the kitty to come to me.
Oh, I'm sure that will go very well for you. Considering the nature of this kitty and the color of its sash, it certainly won't react most violently against you. Unless it does.
Violent indeed!
I told you! No, this is much more sinister, much more dangerous. This is like a not really fight check, I think. I think I'm gonna fight a kitty.
I agree. I want to see Gloria fight a kitty. Purple die for our blink kitty. Red die for Gloria. Higher roll wins. Now the blink kitty has rolled a 17. Gloria rolled a 10.
All right. We can be civil about this. No need to delve into any deep magics or anything like that. Let's try a simple incantation. I'll get it this time. Why don't you? I have food here. Yes, behind my cape. Yes. Would you like some food? Perhaps it's in my hand. I just need to reach for your. I just need your. Okay. Maybe Gallagher's right. Maybe I do just need to grab it. All right. Fine. We'll have to get a little bit more serious then. I don't know if this works on kitties, but charm person.
You would need like an animal friendship spell. Charm person is for people. I know cats think they're people, but cats are not people. The sun begins to set. Our champions defeated and frustrated. It has been a whole day of no one catching this kitty.
This is so embarrassing. Why is it so hard?
Gloria, I think I got it. It's orange, not black, and it doesn't have a collar.
What? That's not the blink kitty. It teleports through space. It doesn't change form. That's just a regular old kitty. Well, good. Good thing that we're, making complete fools of ourselves at this contest where nothing even matters because it's all a trap. Is it a trap to humiliate us? Is it a trap to stoke shame and embarrassment and use that as some sort of awful ritual to conjure up a being from the hellish depths of the underworld? Well, clearly you're preoccupied. You're not even listening to me.
Sorry. Did you say things?
I said very important things. This is a trap, Gallagher.
Is that the cat?
That's the cat.
That's the one.
Yes. You know what? Yes. Good kitty. Good kitty. There. That's all it took. We wasted a whole day. And what else could we have been doing, Gallagher? What else could we have been going? Where could we have been? What sort of answers could we have found at this time? What people could we have helped? We are being held here to play stupid little games and not do anything meaningful.
We could have spent more time at the buffet, you're right.
A flare goes out in the sky. The colors of black and red explode. The sigil of a sun. House Fairfax has won the first competition! Well done, Gloria Fairfax, champion of House Fairfax. There are still 2 competitions left. Let's see who will be our grand champion, shall we? they retire for the evening, and we're just gonna take a moment to like recap what's happened. Now, Gloria and Gallagher Fairfax have been transported magically against their will to compete in some sort of tournament hosted by a mysterious non-entity who bears the colors of midnight, bones, spiders, the moon? They've run into a couple old friends. Gloria has won the first contest. We will see how the remaining contests unfold. Will our heroes find a way to escape the island of Glenevansley Heath? Will they ever find out who's running this tournament? Or will they just keep charging through the competitions one by one until they win them into submission? That's a phrase that people say. The next challenge is issued via the same mysterious scrolls. This one is to be a talent competition. Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you do stage magics? You might need to do a performance check. Who knows? We go to inside Glenevansley Heath. There is a great open throne room, a white bone throne sits on a dais. Empty, or is it? Our champions have come up one by one to do their talents. The Fuchsia Platypus Knight did some singing glasses where you fill all the glasses with a little bit of water. It was very delightful. Captain Orthal, the Knight of the Burnt Sienna with the mug, made some amazing cocoa. Cooking is a talent, y'all. Gloria, Gallagher, which of you would like to go first?
Might we speak off stage before we're next called up?
Very well. They are speaking in the wings.
Sorry, Gloria. I thought maybe you were onto something yesterday. You mentioned that trap. And coming upon the outcome of the first competition where they only acknowledged that you won, something did feel amiss. I stayed up all night searching the island. There truly is no way off of it. I think you may be right. Something might be wrong here.
Yes. Thank you for listening to me, Gallagher. Are you going to be quite all right if you haven't slept? You must not be at your peak of abilities, and then there's a talent competition for all the good that it does for this fake competition.
Did that say talent?
Yes.
I'm so tired it all blurred together. I thought it said a word that is similar to talent. One of the torrent competition.
Work, Gallagher.
It's definitely not downloading things because that's not medieval fantasy. Swimming. It's a swimming competition.
Oh.
Torrent. We swim through the torrent.
So.
Swimsuits. It's a swimsuit competition.
So then, what you're bringing to this is. You mean to tell me?
I don't know. I'm rather tired.
Right.
Perhaps you should go and be talented first.
Yeah, maybe I should. And
Perhaps
maybe don't strip down to your skivvies and come up with something else.
Yes, I shall.
What I'm gonna do, Gloria.
Backstage anyway.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to roll your performance check.
Yes.
And once you know how you fare, you can see what you might want to do to impress this invisible host. Or you might take the opportunity to learn more about the invisible host. Either way, should you choose to perform, you roll a 4.
Perhaps what I need to do is perform, and through that I'll get more information, and I will have the upper hand. Yes, that makes sense. I've sung a few songs in my day. I'm sure I could sing another. The moon looks out over us all. It watches. We're so small. The moon, it looks at me, and it doesn't see the horrible power I hold. Horrible power we hold. I am the sun that rises and wields deadly fire raining down. I'm not a warlock, you're the moon, and I'm the sun, and I will find you and destroy you. Nope. Normal bard stuff, nothing to see here.
Well, you could use a backup dancer.
Thank you, Gallagher, we are a team.
Yes, that was where I was going wrong before, to try and compete against you.
You were
We
trying
should
to
have
compete.
been-
I thought we were a team from the beginning.
Oh, well, they wrote our names on separate lines on the sheet.
Right, but our last names are both Fairfax. We both came here together. They transported us together. They should know that we're a team.
Well, I realized it when they announced that you were the winner and not me. Together.
We're competing against each other.
That's what they said, but I was trying to do this as a gesture of like an olive branch that we might work together.
Oh, I understand now.
She's the sun.
There's no teams. That's against the rules.
What?
Poof! The mysterious host of this champions competition appears.
Thank you, unseen servant. And I was lovely, but I'm more of a hard rock kind of person.
Now, this host, the owner of Glen Evansley Heath, the one who has trapped them in this magical reality, pitted sibling against sibling, is the Spider Queen, Loth. Thank you. Someone knows their lore. Now the Spider Queen Loth rules the Underdark, rules the Drow, rules the things unseen, rules wickedness, villainy, messing up people's sibling relationships for funsies.
It's quite fun.
It is quite fun.
I'm sorry, but did this lovely tropical estate just turn back into a bog?
I have that effect on people.
Really, it's all been the entire island has been a glamour. We weren't transported anywhere at all. We were right here.
Gallagher,
That buffet of finger sandwiches, it's nothing but a pile of toads.
They're quite tasty if you close your eyes.
I think we were transported, Gallagher. But not to an island.
She's a bright one.
I did provide the smarts of the competition. Word to the wise, just like, have feats of strength. And then you won't have someone finding you out.
I'm going to stand with my teammates at the stage.
I said that working as a team is against the rules.
And I say this is the Fairfax way and you can stick it.
Pardon!
I said it's the Fairfax way and you can stick it.
Gallagher, this is our chance.
It wasn't a matter of I was stuttering, they weren't just asking for me to repeat it.
No,
So,
it was crass what you said, Gallagher.
I thought you Fairfaxes were more polite, more about order.
that's before I was forced to eat toads.
In some culture, toads are a delicacy.
Well, it's not in mine.
Now, them spite words. I think we can all agree. Now, what the Spider Queen Luff decides to do is summon a champion. Those other knights that we saw here, glamours, they weren't really their old friends. They were spider minions in disguise, driders. Picture a centaur, but instead of a horse, it's a spider. That's what Loth summons to fight our heroes. They're still trapped, but now they're trapped in a bog. And this is a fight check. The higher roll wins. Purple die. For our drider. Red die for our heroes. The drider rolls a 12. Our heroes are rolling 2.
No.
You're going to need to go on ahead and make sure you stop the queen from escaping.
Yep.
I can take care. Oh, drat. She wasn't even planning to do it until I said it. You have to stop her from
Done,
doing it.
Gallagher. Now I
I'm
have to
going
run. Just like shoots right out of the butt.
No! Oh, no! Butt webs!
And Gallagher is slowly encased in webbing.
I like my treats quiet.
I shan't be silent.
Fighters, am I right? Gloria has chased after the Spider Queen Luff through the boggy swamp of bone hand trees.
I know what's happening here. I figured it out. I know what it all is. It's the fuchsia is traditionally the color of accepting yourself. So is the platypus. Have you seen how it looks? Have you seen it? You can only be a platypus if you've got mounds of self-confidence. The downward motion, like the motion of me falling into this new thing that lives in me that I can't quell or keep away or pretend doesn't exist. So, whether you meant to or not, I've found the answer. And the answer is that I just need to accept this. This is who I am now, and I'm going to use this to take you down.
This? What's this?
I mean, I sang a song trying really hard to disguise it, but you fell asleep. I'm a warlock. But you knew that. You knew that, otherwise you wouldn't have pulled me here.
And I wouldn't have taken your brother.
No, he's fine. He's making short work of your little champion.
Are you sure about that? Would you bet his life on it?
Would you
Can you
bet?
do this by yourself, without your family? Without your brother to help you?
I can do this. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. He's been by my side this entire time. And my entire family is gone. They just let me go. And he's the one who has stuck by me this whole time.
Didn't you know that Mummy and Daddy sent him? Us spiders, we communicate through the web.
That's not true. That's not true. He said he came of
The
his own
cold
volition.
web that hang across your bedroom? It's true. Trust.
Always trust a Spider Queen. Do you want an insight check, Gloria?
The gray
Will-
one, the daddy long legs.
Will save, fight check. It's up to you, Gloria. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess guess if my parents did send him, I'll have one hell of a story to report back. Fight check!
Woo! The red die for Gloria. Again, higher roll wins. You got a 2.
Sami? We will have words after this.
Are they gonna be...
Oh!
Are those words going to be Spider Queen Loth also rolls a 2? Because that's what they are.
I cast spider climb and I'm just climbing through the trees.
Well, damn it.
Web!
Eldritch Blast.
Come on!
You don't want to. You don't want to see how deep this goes. Trust me. Hex.
Just a bunch of web now.
Now, what Hex does is it causes more damage to your opponent. It weakens them in a certain way. We split screen, and we see the webs weaken a little bit around Gallagher, not his mouth, just his arms.
Oh, I didn't rig this to be at the.
Eldritch Blast.
I hop into the point that it's no longer a split screen.
Hideous laughter.
Ha 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 ha. Nah. Oh my gosh.
Defending yourself with webs.
You know about protecting the outer layers. You've done it your whole life.
Drat, did I
They're the
not?
same.
Did I not change the fate of this stalemate by arriving?
I will say, the brave and noble dive that Gallagher took did knock some more of the webs free. So, if he wants, he can free himself fully from the webbing and do some things that fighters do best. But Loth has sort of convinced Gloria that Gallagher was just sent here to babysit. The siblings will need to face that. And maybe through facing that, they will find the power to overcome the Spider Queen. Or maybe not. We'll see. The dice will tell.
I'm nothing like you. I'm not.
Really?
No. No, I grew up in Fairfax and learned and control and don't have that hunger. It's not true. Don't look at me like that!
The upstairs ain't so different than the Underdark.
Sorry, were you two having a conversation?
No, we're done here.
Oh, we're done? We get to go then? Onward to the next location to find your answers, Gloria.
You can kill me, but I'll be inside you. From my corpse
corpse, there's just a bunch of baby spiders that go everywhere.
Oh God, oh God.
I think I understand the arachnophobia now.
As the baby spiders dissipate, so too does the Underdark bog disappear. Like the pixels falling away from a screen, dumping our heroes back onto just like a grassy knoll. Somewhere it's just like a grassy hilltop in the middle of nowhere. They are safe. Spider Queen Loth has been banished for the moment, but said something very cryptic and spooky about always being inside Gloria. We go to our siblings.
Gloria, did you wield my sword?
I don't know how. I don't know. They're heavy and I don't understand how they work. And it just came up and then and there wasn't any blood and it was all.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Is it true? Did our parents send you after me?
Gloria,
They just want to keep an eye on me. They want to make sure that I don't bring shame to the Fairfax name. That's it, isn't it?
I told you I never really wanted to speak about it because they forbade me from going after you.
They forbade you.
After the visions began, they felt as though you weren't fit to carry on the name of the Fairfaxes. Just with you deviating from your path of studying music and all that, all work you'd put in, they were quite shaken by it. And when I offered that I would go keep an eye on you, they explicitly told me no. But I wouldn't stand by that, and well, I decided to come anyway. And I know, goodness, you've saved my. I don't know that I've protected you at all on this particular journey. I did all right in the previous town, but ever since we went to that swamp and saw the gardener, I've really been pooping the bed.
If you keep following me, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to control it. I don't know if I'm a good person.
Well, regardless of what the answers are, somewhere out on the road, we will find what we're looking for. And we'll return home to prove our parents wrong.
I couldn't ask for anyone better to have at my side.
Perhaps I'll teach you actually how to swing a sword properly, though. You did a whole, you kind of let the weight of it, it was, I'm sorry, it was very bad.
You don't like lead with the middle.
Oh!
That's where the most blade is.
Stop saying it. I can't tell if it's that or if it's
And
all
when
the
you
tones.
grip the sword, you hold one hand as tight as you can, and then the other one underneath as tight as you can.
Go back to having
That's
visions,
what keeps you all
please.
straight.
Talk about the visions. I'd rather hear about the visions.
Our heroes walk off into the sunset. Not champions, not heroes, not even the pride and joy of their own family name. But they walk off together, and they walk off authentically, and they walk off committed to finding answers. The real treasure is the family who didn't abandon us along the way. Thank you very much for joining us here and in the virtual space. This has been yegDND. with us here in 3D space. It's always such a pleasure to make stories, and it's great to share it with people online and together as one. And I'm gonna stall and ramble as I flip through pages because I definitely remember things. I invite you to follow us in virtual space on our social media. It is SNSYEG. And I'd like to let you know about another show that we're doing here next Saturday, same time, and that is going to be our anime format, Entertain Me Senpai. So if you liked this nerdiness, come out for more nerdiness. I guarantee it will be great. Thank you so much again, and have a great night.